In the studio now is Solomon Okodua, President, Initiative for Youth Awareness on Migration, Immigration, Development and Reintegration, acronymed YAMIDA. It's nice to have you join me right now.
Thank you.
Great.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right.
Today.
And I also have on Skype from Italy, Paco Valentino, a consulting partner for the NGO YAMIDA. Paco, good morning. It's good to have you join me this morning.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the honor.
Great.
I appreciate it, sir.
All right. Now, let's start from you, Solomon. You have been in the forefront of creating awareness, preventing people from embarking on irregular migration from Nigeria. That issue has been on the front burner of Nigeria, European countries, and all of that. Now, talk to us about what impact the constant awareness that you have been creating on all the efforts you have been putting into, how is it paying off right now?
Thank you very much. We have done several sensitization programs across the endemic communities, especially in our states. We have the state, in a local government that has a red flag that is so much endemic to that we use are vulnerable to this particular trafficking and irregular migration. We have that other NGOs have also collaborated in training and supporting the youth there, especially the potential migrants in that place. So the response is high. A lot of people are getting aware, to be well informed now on the danger of regular migration and human trafficking. But for us at YAMIN, we have taken a step further to see how we can, to bridge the missing link, to engage them meaningfully, to take a step forward above this and what others have been doing in the guidance like this, a cosmetic way of empowerment and training people. In our society today, we say that you see a constituency or maybe chairman or governor or whoever that is in charge of the government, in the leader in that local government, will say they want to empower the people. What are they empowering them? How to make soap, how to do this and make hell, how to do bead. Do we have market for all of these things? We have a lot of people who are doing that. In fact, most of them have been trained, they've been trained, and they are still where they are. Now we have thought it wise to say no. Why don't we go away for this particular trade for now? We from the Niger Delta region, we have a lot of oil facilities in that place. Then who are the people wedding our oil facilities? Where are they coming from? Most of them are not Nigerians. Then we have people in the northeastern region. And today now the federal government has approved trading a rail track in the vast hectares of our land mass today. Who are the people facing that is our rail? That is where we are coming in. So we are partnering with an institution in Europe. One is one we have it in Italy. The other one we have it in Hungary. These institutions are professional and reputable institutions who are members of International Wedding Association, and they are also they are giving out the European certificates that will enable you to work either in Europe or in Nigeria. Now, if you have that opportunity, there's already a market for you, either in Nigeria or in the other part. If you go to Gulf country now, like Qatar, Oman, Kuwait, Bahrain, these people need workforce, especially in this field.
So this is about creating employment or creating an empowerment capacity for those who are concerned.
Yes. Okay. We don't just want to say this and that, just have training. We are looking at immediately after the training, what next?
Okay.
Yeah.
There should be something to link you up to do.
Link up immediately. That is where we are coming.
Let me bring Paco in here so he can give us a clearer idea of how this is going to play out. Now, Paco, we have been bedeviled, well, if I have to use that word, so many times of agencies talking to people, promising young people there is job in Europe, there is job in America, there's job in Asia. Come, we will create this for you. We'll create this, create that for you, as the case may be. But you are letting us know this opportunity is a different one and is a rare one. Can you make us understand what is different about this opportunity?
Thank you very much. Actually, this very project is for all Nigerians. Sometimes it's not all about what your country can do for you, but at the same time, what can you do for your country? In that regard, I should be saying that it's good you teach someone how to fish and not to be given every time. That is why we are Comrade Solomon Okodua, the executive of Yamidi, have taken up the task by helping the government, because the government cannot reach everywhere. So as we are helping as an NGO, so we expect other NGOs to key in by helping Nigerians. Nigeria is in a disaster at the moment because of the so many pro-economic problems we are facing right now. And the NGO is doing a great job to make sure we teach people how to fish for themselves. In this project, it's all about teaching them marine welding, pipeline welding, and rail construction. And we don't need to be waiting for expatriates to do those things for us. Right now, we are trying to teach them these skills in Europe, where they will have all it takes to be a professional. So at the same time, when they are trained, when they come back to Nigeria, they will be very useful to our economy and to the whole country in general, in terms of discipline and skills. Thank you very much.
All right, I'll come back to you on that. Solomon, let me come back to you on this. When it comes to opportunities like this, are you partnering with any government agency to create that trust and confidence in Nigerians and even parents and all those who are going to be letting go their wards and children to embark on a mission like this?
For us, at this time, we are, a lot of people, government agencies has approached us on these subject matters, and they still talk in progress because of their way of operation. Some said a very reputable institution, a government agency in Abuja, has said in the clear terms, after going through our proposal and the rest of them, because we want them to bear the cost, because they are supposed to be part of the training of this our young Nigerian youths. And they said they don't want to export capital flights. Why don't we bring these people down to Nigeria, train this our youth in Nigeria, and then give them the opportunity to do after equipping them. Those that want to travel at that time can travel, but we want to see them coming to Nigeria to develop our local content in this our country. And that is how and that's where we are now. They are working on that now, and in fact, my consultant has already reached out to the school. They've told us what to do. We are working on that now. Then talking about other institutions for confidence sake, Nigeria want to see seeing is believing. That when you are able to break the first trip now, I tell you, it's not all about asking them to trust us. We are telling them this is what is obtainable. This project is doable. We have the capacity to drive the process to ensure that yes, we win the heart of Nigerians in this project. We win the heart of you, the government. We win the heart of every youth that will be trained. Now, we're not just trying to make them train and work in Europe. People are going there for training, and it's going to be this in a 90 days, a 3 month visa. That 3 month visa, there's no way anybody can work with 3 months visa in Europe. Of course, no, there's no way. So immediately after training, and whoever that maybe any company in Europe find fits to work with them in that country, not all of them. There is a document they will not issue at that time, which they have also reached out to us. They said the document will be called sojourner. Now it's like a allocation of visa for whoever that the company will retain. Say no, from today, please, we want you to be our technical assistant to every other Nigeria that will be coming, either in in language or whichever way. But we want you to be part of us. So that person will not be sitting down there with student visa that has just expired that has a lifespan of 90 days. So these are the area we are also working on working with our modalities. So whoever that is going for this trip in that place, you are going there, you are writing an undertaking, and you are coming back to Nigeria. And you are coming back, we are helping you to look for a way to fit you into the sector that you were each and every one of them will be trained. But we are not guaranteeing them the Nigeria job opportunity. But for those who knows what they went there to do, definitely they will have an advantage of standing, they will get their feedback on the ground in Nigeria whenever they come.
All right. Now, Paco, when it comes to a project like this, of course, it's going to be capital intensive. When you're talking about visas, you're talking about tickets, you're talking about, fees, and those who are going to be involved in the training. There's going to be payments here and there and all of that. How do you intend to go about the funding? Who is going to foot the bill, or who is going to be responsible for the funding of the projects for the people who will be involved?
Actually, for the funding, it should be individually for those who deem fit for what they are coming to benefit. Because it is not easy at this point in time. But what we go for is to make sure we put end to illegal migration. And at the same time, once they show interest, they are really serious. The school is willing as well at the same time to give 200 to 500 people scholarship, you understand, in this case. So, but it has to be with interest and seriousness. So those who really study and bend down to study what they are here for will be the opportuned ones to achieve our objectives. Right. And at the same time, once they come back to Nigeria, they will be of very economic help to our country. Thank you very much.
All right, Solomon, when we talk about this, the youths who have been involved in who they've returned from Europe one way or the other, and others who are looking for jobs. When you talk about them being responsible, footing the bills, a lot of them don't even have what it takes, and that's why they're even complaining. So how will they go about footing the bill here?
This project is capital-intensive project, and it's also going to be of a very great economical value to Nigeria, or in fact, it's going to increase the Nigeria GDP in the long run. Now, these are the areas we discussed with the school recently, and they had a meeting, and they confirmed that yes, they are going to give scholarship. Because a lot of people now ask, what will be the school contribution since they are in sync with this our program? The school now said, I told the school, give Nigerian people scholarship. Now, if you're giving a scholarship now, they now say, okay, now, who will now pay for accommodation? Accommodation is what we are now driving now in Nigeria and feeding for these participants. The consumables, the accommodation, the feeding.
Upkeep generally.
Upkeep
and even visas.
Within the 90 days. So that is where a lot of people are, interest. They show a lot of interest now. So if you have a place to stay in that place that the school recognizes, definitely the school will give you that opportunity.
All right, so which schools are we talking about right now?
We are talking about New Way Technology, Italy. New Way Technology is situated in the city of Perugia, Italy. And we have this Kid Academia. That one is also situated in the city of Budapest, Hungary. So these two schools are these are the major schools now that are into these programs. We are in talk on a daily basis as we speak. But listen, the first week of next month, my team will be there, not just only for the assessments, but at least with a student that will be on the first batch, the first week of next month. That is April. The first student will be part of that. Will be in that place. And I believe your station, who has been following the development of Yami from a very long time, will be giving day-to-day updates in that place, day 1, day 2, day 3, and so what they are going to do and what they will be doing in that place, either in Budapest or in the city of Perugia, Italy.
All right. I'll come back to you on this. Paco, when the students graduate after their program, the idea of matching them with the actual work that is needed is another issue altogether, because when you are involved, you've gone to train as a marine welder or someone who can lay tracks for trains. These are industries or sectors that are not every day. You can't be on your own and function very well in that area, except you are engaged with those who are involved. What are you doing, or what are you going to do to match them with the actual work out there when they're through with the trainings?
Actually, our provisions are this. As soon as after they finish their training, they're going to be issued international certificate of welding. And by so doing, they can work anywhere in the world. And you can see now we are building up rail tracks all over Nigeria. This needs to be maintained by professionals, those who knows how to take care of them, by Nigerians. By so doing, we are creating employment. In the area of welding, we have oil companies whom most of these jobs are done by expatriates. So Nigerians being trained internationally, instead of bringing foreign citizens to do these jobs, Nigerians can as well do better. By so doing, we are helping ourselves and at the same time the government.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I agree with you, Paco, but on the other hand, some of these contracts you're talking about, like marine welding and even the laying on of rail tracks and all of that, the beginning to the end of so many of these contracts are part of the agreement between the government of Nigeria and maybe a Chinese company that is involved in the construction of a rail project and all of that, where part of laying the track and all of that is already captured and being paid for. So what window is left for these ones who are coming, and what kind of engagement are you having with the government to create room or create a space for those who will be graduating from a program like this?
Yes, actually, that is where the IAMI comes in, and myself as the consultant to IAMI here in Europe. Yeah, after the training, we have plans of meeting companies here who will like to assimilate them into their working force. And that is for the good ones, those who studied exactly who bent down to learn. And in Nigeria, government at the center, we approach government and NGOs who can as well make provision for these jobs for them, so that we make sure that the only people who fit into this job are the skilled, those who have acquired the skills to do them. And by so doing, we will not try to eliminate deficit in our working force. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Paco. Now, Solomon, how closely are you working with agencies like NAPTIP and maybe other government agencies as a way of creating awareness, as a way of creating trust between what your organization is doing and the system, so that everyone knows that what you're doing is clear, transparent, is open out there?
Yes, I have met with the new Director General of NAPTIP twice on this project, and she's very happy about it. Although I would say this, we are in collaboration now, because if you talk about collaboration, there has to be a written agreement that this is where we are collaborating with. So that is why I didn't mention her, but she's fully aware of these projects. She's fully abreast. What the only area she's concerned, how these people that are going, how can we fund them? And that is where both of us are also driving it to a particular angle to see how we can support our youth, either from various state government support in their event to support their indigenous or at the federal level. So we talked about it on 2 or 3 occasions in our office. So the NAPTIP is very much in this. We are very much in touch with each other. The woman now, Ms. Suleiman, she's very. She's a woman that believes in the development of youth. She wants to see just the way we are saying that yes, the migration this time must be driven by aspiration instead of desperation. She believes the ideology of IAMI, and we also see how we are working together to move their agency forward, because the root causes of this irregular migration and human trafficking, one is hunger, poverty, unemployment, and the rest of them. So if we're able to capture all of these things, and then which means we are proactive. Okay. And proactive measure this time is better than and more beneficial than curative measure.
All right. Yeah. We certainly thank you for what you're doing, and we wish you well in the execution of the project. Solomon Okodua, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
And Paco Valentino, thank you very much for joining us from Italy. Thank you very much for what you're doing as well.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
I wish to apologize. The MD the MD of the school knew web technology was supposed to be on this interview with us, but due to language barrier,
that's not a problem. There will always be opportunities for anyone as far as it benefits the society. There will always be opportunities for those for others who are making contribution to things like this. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.